guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite and least favorite foundations. Now let me just say that because something does or does not work for me doesn't mean that it will not work for you. Everyone is different, everyone's foundation preference, everybody's skin type, everyone's skin texture, it's all different, everybody's different, everybody has different opinions, and these are just mine. But I would love to hear yours at the end of the video. If I mention a foundation and you're like, what, she hates that? That's my favorite foundation ever. You can leave me a comment down below and let me know how you use it. Maybe I'm just not using it the way that I should be, and I would love to learn more. So without further ado, let's just get started. Lucky enough, a lot of my favorite foundations are from the drugstore, so they're very affordable and very easily accessible to a lot of people. So the first one that I love is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I am in the shade 101. And this is the foundation, and I have had this for quite a while, but it's just been really hard for me to figure out how I like it. I've had a lot of trial and error with this foundation, but since I figured out how I like to wear it and what other products I like to use with it, I have just been so in love with it. It looks great when I'm really oily. It looks great when my skin's more combination. It doesn't seem to cake up on any dry spots or make me look too shiny when I'm really oily. It just overall is really great, and the color is spot on for me. And because I'm so fair, that's really hard to do. Sometimes it turns out orange or I look really yellow, but this is just a great neutral for me, and it just works really, really well for me. The next foundation that I have is by Maybelline, and this is their Matte and Poreless, and I am in the shade 110. And I love this. I have recently jumped on the Fit Me bandwagon, and I am so glad I did. I love this color. Again, it just really works so well for me, and it doesn't make me feel too matte, and it doesn't make me super oily. It just really is a great foundation. I don't know if I would say that it really blurs out the pores. It doesn't make me look poreless, but it definitely makes my pores look a lot smaller, which is always great, especially for me because I do have larger pores on my cheeks and on my nose. So anything that can make them smaller, I'm all about it. Next, we have another drugstore foundation, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I am in the shade W12. Now, excuse my beat up box, but I just love this. I can't get enough of this foundation. It just makes me look so healthy and glowy and beautiful, and no matter if I'm oily or I'm dry or I'm normal combination, whatever my skin is on that particular day, this always looks fantastic. It does look better when I'm a little bit more dry because, again, it is a Lumi foundation, so it is luminizing, which means that it's going to give me a little bit extra glow, but it does look good when I'm oily too. So I think no matter how my skin's feeling, I know I can always depend on this foundation to look great. The last foundation that I love is from Clinique. This is their Beyond Perfecting, and I'm in the shade 0.5 Breeze. And this is really great. One of my favorite things about this foundation is the applicator that comes with it. It's this big doe foot applicator, which is so great. All I do is take it out straight from the bottle, put a swipe on my forehead, on my cheek, on my chin, on my other cheek, a little bit on my nose, and then I just blend it out with a beauty blender, and my skin looks so beautiful and so healthy, and any breakouts that I have are just gone. This covers up my under eye circles. It just looks great all the time, and you can build it up. You can use very little. I think no matter how I use this foundation, it just looks so good all the time. I will say, however, that this does look best when my skin is more normal. It can look a little bit cakey when I'm oily, and it can tend to grab onto some of the dry patches on my face if I'm too dry. So it's really great for me personally in between seasons. So fall and spring and any of the transitions in between when my skin is more calmed and normal, that's when the foundation looks best on me. Now thankfully I look this shade year round, so I don't have to buy multiple foundations to match me during the summer and my winter and my spring and my fall colors. I can use the same colors all year long, so this foundation is really great because no matter what season it is, I can usually depend on it. So the first product that I dislike I'm kind of on the edge about, honestly. The only time I really like to use it is during the summer, but to me that's not a valid reason to purchase a foundation. I don't like the fact that I can only wear this for like 2-3 months out of the year. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. But I do love this has SPF 20 and it is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Brightening Foundation. And when it says serum, it means it. This thing is practically all serum with just a little bit of color in it. So this is great for me personally in the summertime when I know I'm going to be out all day. Maybe I'm going on a friend's boat. Maybe I'm going to go just hang out outside all day with some friends. Maybe I'm going to take the dog to the dog park. You know, whatever it is, this is great because I know that I have my SPF. I get a little bit of coverage, but my skin is still able to breathe. Now, the reason I don't like this during the winter is because I already am applying all this extra moisturizer, all this extra moisturizing primer, extra setting spray because my face is so dry, and this looks really great when I first put it on, but then maybe an hour or two later I just look like a giant grease ball because of all the moisture that I've shoved on my face. But the same thing goes for when I'm oily too. I can put this on and it'll look really beautiful, and then an hour or two later, giant grease ball. So really the only time for me that it looks good is during the summertime when I'm just outside all day. And I only use a very little amount. That's probably why it works well for me during then. But yeah, so just one time a year, you know, one season a year, it doesn't really sound like a good investment to me personally. So that's basically the entire reason why I don't like it, is because I don't really get to wear it all that often, which is unfortunate. The next foundation I have is from Benefit, and I just don't like this. I gotta be honest. I got this a little while ago. It's bigger than BB, Big Easy, I'm assuming BB cream, and it is a liquid to powder BB cream, and I just don't think that sort of a product works well on my skin. It makes me look really lifeless, and this color, this is in light number 2, and so this is the second lightest shade, and I look like a Oompa Loompa when I wear this. Like, I am so orange, it's just ridiculous. There's nothing I can do to lighten it up. It just does not look cute. Nobody looks good having an orange face and a white neck. It just doesn't look good. So the color is wrong, the texture is wrong for me, like the formulation wrong. I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry, Benefit. I love so many other Benefit products, but this one just really misses the mark for me. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. The last foundation that I do not like, this is probably the one that I am most upset about because I really wanted to like it. It's a moussey formula, which I had never tried before. It feels so good on my skin when I'm buffing it in. It feels so beautiful, but it doesn't work. And I don't really know how to explain this, but literally I put this on my face and it immediately breaks apart. Doesn't matter what primer I'm wearing, doesn't matter what lotion I'm wearing, doesn't matter what setting spray I have on, doesn't matter if I have a bare face on, doesn't matter if I used a beauty blender, doesn't matter if I used a brush. You get the picture. It just doesn't work. It's the Rimmel London Stay Matte in Fair Ivory. And I heard so many good things about this, and I was so excited to try it, but like I said, it just doesn't work. I mean, the texture is so beautiful on this foundation. Like, rubbing it into my hand right now, it just feels so nice, but it just doesn't look good. I don't know what it is, and the color is really off, and I believe this is the lightest shade, Fair Ivory. I believe that's the lightest one, and it just looks a little bit orange. It just doesn't work, and I'm really sad because I wanted to, but it just doesn't. So unfortunately, that one is gonna have to go in the donate bin as well. So those are the foundations I had to show you. I hope that you enjoyed. I know, like I said earlier, that just because something does or does not work for me doesn't mean that it will or won't for you. So don't be scared to go out and try these on your own. And the majority of the ones that I love are drugstore, so they're very affordable. And the ones that I mentioned from Sephora, like the Bare Minerals, the Clinique, and the Benefit, these all, if you buy them through Sephora, you have 30 days to try them, and if you don't like them, you can return them without any penalty on you. So I mean, they're worth a shot if you've heard like this Benefit one. If you heard, oh my gosh, I was just gonna try that, I'm so mad that Maddie didn't like it. you should still go try it. You know, go get a sample from Sephora, see if you like it, and maybe you love the liquid to powder formula. But personally, it just didn't work for me. But that's okay. So just because I don't like it, don't let that stop you from trying to go test it out. See if you can get samples, see if you can find them on sale somewhere. I know Maybelline and L'Oreal, usually at Target, are on sale pretty frequently. So if you're looking for an investment in your foundations, definitely try those first. See what you like, see what you don't like. Just play around with it a little bit first while you're saving some money. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Feel free to leave comments down below. Again, if you love one of the foundations that I do not like, please let me know how you use it. Tell me like what primer you use, what moisturizer do you use beforehand, what setting powder do you use, what setting spray do you use. I want to know the whole shebang. I want to know because I really want to like the ones that I dislike, but I just can't the way that I'm using them right now. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you again so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.